Hey everyone, this is Pargastar, and today we are going to learn the types of lattices. In previous session, we discussed what is the lattice, how to find the sublattice and all. And now in today's session, we will discuss the properties of lattices and types of lattices, and also some of the examples. So first, let us understand the properties of lattices. Let A less than or equals to be a lattice. Okay, now we know that what is a lattice. Now what is a lattice? If for every subset we can find the GLB and as well as LUB. Now what is GLB? That is the greatest lower bound, and what is LUB? That is the least upper bound. So let us consider A less than or equals to B lattice. Now first the idempotent properties. Uh, so the first one, it is A or A equals to A. Now we know that what is this or mean. Now it means that this stands for the least upper bound and this stands for the greatest lower bound. Okay. Then this A and A equals to A. Next, the associative properties. That means the associative law has to be there. Now that is A or B or C equals to A or B or C. And next, A or B and C equals to A and B and C. So that means there has to be the associative law. Next, the commutative property. So that means the order does not matter. So we can change the order. So both are same. That means A or B equals to B or C. That means A least upper bound of B. So it is same as the least upper bound of B and A. And in same manner, A the greatest lower bound of B, and it is same as the B greatest lower bound of A. So the answers will be same if we change the order. Next, the absorption law, and that is C. A and B equals to A. So it absorbs A. So that's why it is called the absorption law. And next, A and A or B, and that is also A. So it is called the absorption law. So it means that C, the A or B. So that means the LUB of A and B, whatever the answer is, but A and greatest lower bound of this answer, we will get A itself. So this is how the absorption law works. Now next, types of lattices. The first type is bounded lattice. Now what is the bounded lattice? A lattice A less than or equals to is said to be bounded lattice if the greatest element and the least element are in A. Now if the greatest element is denoted by this symbol I, and the least element is denoted by this 0. Okay. Then for every A belongs to A, this A is in between. This is the least element and this is the greatest element. So A has to be in between the least element and the greatest element. Also, this A or 0, that means what is V? The or symbol, that is LUB. So the least upper bound of A and 0 has to be the A. And next, A or I. So that means the least upper bound of A, and I is the greatest element. So what will be it? It will be I, because the greatest element of the whole graph is I. So it will be I. Next, A and 0. See, and means GLB, and means GLB. Now greatest lower bound of A and 0. Now A is some whatever the element. Now 0 is the lower bound and it is the lowest or the least element. So the answer will be 0. So now it's same way, A and I. Now this is GLB of A and I. Now I is the least element of the whole graph and A whatever the element, but we are trying to find the greatest and it has to be a lower bound. So the answer will be A. Now for example, see, P of S, we know that what is a P of S? It is a power set of S, and this subset relation is a bounded lattice as this phi belongs to also the power set and S belongs to power set of S, and where this S, this S is the greatest element of the whole graph, and this phi is the least or the lowest element of P of S. And in bounded lattice, it has the least element also, and the greatest element. Now here, for every A belongs to this P of S. The A is in between phi and S. So it is clear. And also, see these four properties. A union, whatever the set is, if you take union with the phi, you will get A. Now next, A union with the S. Now see, S is the greatest element and A. So you will get their union as S. Then this A intersection phi. Now phi and A. Now if you take intersection of A and phi, you will get phi. And in same manner, whenever you get intersection of A and S, now S is the greatest element and A is the least one. It's not the least one, it is still given whatever the set, but S is the greatest element, so their intersection will be the lowest one. So that means this A1. Now second type of lattice, that is the distributive lattice. Now let A less or equals to is said to be a distributive lattice if if its name also suggests that it should follow the distributive law. So it is said to be distributive lattice if for any elements ABC belongs to A. Now let us take three elements. The first distributive law, that is A and B or C equals to A and B or A and C. See, don't misunderstand. See, this means least upper bound and this means greatest lower bound. So this or is LUB and this end is GLB. And in same manner, if we change the order of and or, you will get this. Now note, now if A less than or equals to does not satisfy this distributive property or the distributive law, then it is known as non-distributive lattice. For example, see, determine whether the following is distributive lattice or not. And we have the graph like this. So we will check whether it is a distributive or not. So now, see, A. Now first we are taking three elements, that is A, D, and C. So where is A, D, and C? So this is A, this is D, and C. Now, see, this stands for what, and this stands for what? This is LUB, and this is GL. Now, first we will find this D or C. So that means D, the least upper bound of D and C. So D and C, the least upper bound, so that is D. So this is D. Now A and D. So that means the greatest lower bound of A and D. So this is A, this is D. So A and D and its greatest lower bound. So it is very obvious it will be A. So the answer is A. Now same way, the right hand side of the distributive property. It is this A and D or A and C. Now what is A and D? So that is this A and D. So N stands for what? N stands for what? And this V stands for what? This is least upper bound and this is greatest lower bound. Now A and D. So that means greatest lower bound of A and D. A and D, the lower bound. So it will be A. Now A and C. So this A and the C. So the greatest lower bound of A and C. So that is O or 0. So that is O. So A or 0 equals to A. Now you can see that both this matches. So hence this both are same. This left hand side is also A and this right hand side is also A. So both are same. So the distributive property holds. Now let's check for another 3 points A, B and C. Okay. Now A, B and C. What will be B or C? Like this. Now B or C. So B or C. Now the least upper bound, it will be A. See, this connects this. So it will be I and A and this, it will be this A. Now for right hand side, A and B or A and C. Now what is A and B? A and B. So this is A and this is B. So it will be A and in same manner A and C. So this is A and this is C. So A and C, it is O. So the answer, this is A on left hand side is A and right hand side is also A. So both are matching. So LHS equals to RHS. So hence it is a distributive lattice. Now last, complemented lattice. Let A less than or equals to B a bounded lattice with greatest element I and least element C. Let A belongs to A. Now an element A dash is called complement of A if this A or A dash equals to I. So that means this stands for what? We know that it is the least upper bound. So least upper bound of A and A dash equals to I. I means the greatest point. And next, this A and A dash equals to 0. So this is greatest lower bound of A and A dash has to be 0. 0 means least. So a lattice is known as complementary lattice if it is bounded. So first it has to be bounded and every element of A has a complement. That means it should satisfy this condition. Now let us take example. Show that given lattice is complementary lattice. The question is like this. That is the Hayes diagram. Now here, C, A or C. That means C. Here A or C. So that means A, where is A? This is A and this is C. Now you can see that this O, this is the lowest one and this is the highest one of the given graph. Okay. Now A or C. So that means A and C. Now A and C, that means least upper bound of A and C. So that is I because C, this is the least upper bound. So that is I. Next, A and C. So that means A, this is A and this is C. Now greatest lower bound. So that is O or 0. So that means it has a complement. Why? Because it has the greatest element and also the least element, and this satisfies the condition. So the complement of A is C. Now in same way, let us take for B. Now you can see that this B and C. Now B and least upper bound C. So what will be the least upper bound of B and C? It will be I. So this is I. Now same way, greatest lower bound of B and C. Now this is B and this is C. Now greatest lower bound of B and C, it will be 0. So because for greatest lower bound, there has to be a relation from the lower points to the given points. So we can go from 0 to C and we can go from 0 to B in upward direction. So therefore complement of B is C. So therefore complement of C are this A and B. So hence every element has a complement. See ABC, they've all got that complement, and complement of I is O and O is I. So hence every element has a complement. So hence it is a complementary lattice. Thank you.